Well, hello, hello, hello to all you wisdom walkers out there. And all of you who are truly, truly wanting to become the best version of yourself and are taking on doing the really hard but rewarding work of self mastery. This is Jojopah Maria and Sarama, and I am coming to you with my next offering of astrology for self mastery. Um, wow, I can't believe here we are. We're in December. We are in December, and it's quite a month astrologically. I'm going to just show you at a glance how many planetary aspects are going to be happening this month, about 29 of them. And yeah, so what does that mean? Yeah, it means it's a lot. There's a lot of movement, a lot of activity going on for us. So um, I already got a comment coming in. Let me see. Hey, Queen Amina. Yes, my dear. What a pleasure. Hello, fellow wisdom walkers. Glad to be in this digital space with y'all. Yes, it feels good, right? It really does. It feels good to connect. I am so grateful to be able to be here. I don't usually do my preparation and also do the live stream on the same day because it's a lot. But today I just dedicated my whole day to getting this information out to you because it's important, and I didn't want you to not have it before the weekend came full on. So without further ado, I'm going to share with you the wisdom from the stars and our galaxy that is here to help us navigate through this tumultuous, unbelievable time of really radical change. Yeah. So here's my quotes for December. The first is from Dear Astro Butterfly. Winds of change, she says. In December 2023, we have a record number of planets changing direction. Neptune, Chiron, and Jupiter go direct, and Mercury turns retrograde. December is that time of year when we have the Capricorn solstice. The sun is changing direction too. December 2023 also features a beautiful Christmassy full moon in Cancer on December 26, which is really the feature of the month. Yeah. And if you hadn't realized, time is accelerating, says Nariana Montefar. It's now December. As expected, 2023 has been a year of massive shifts, a trend that will continue in 2024. Luckily, instead of rushing to the finish line, we will be inspired to slow down and embrace reflection, allowing us to catch our breath. And last but not least, from the great Lena Stevens of the Power Path, this month is going to require discipline if we are to stick to the task of uncovering our truth as opposed to what we were imprinted to believe. We have been taught by culture what to value, what to strive for, who to be with, what to do, how to act, and what not to wish for. This is all up for review this month, and the discipline will be to keep on track and not distracted by other people's drama, reactions, projections, and process. Yes, yes, amen to that. Amen to that. Another person checking in. Hey, Michael. I'm so glad you switched up that theme and that timing. It really helped me so I could get this done today. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, my goodness. So, just a reminder that we are still in Sagittarius season. And so, happy birthday to all the Sagittarians out there. I hope that you are enjoying your month. There's a lot of good flow energy right now, as you'll see. So hopefully, you're in the flow, in the flow. And here is at a glance, folks, all the aspects. Today, I'm only going to go up to the 12th, and really it's to the 13th with the retrograde. Then I'll come back for another set and close out with the full moon and all of those aspects between the full moon and the 30th. It's only 4 days, but it is jam packed, as you can see. Yeah, there's a lot going on. But like I said, it's flow energy. So let's jump back to Friday, December 1st, where we had Mercury entering Capricorn. And this is really, really a good thing because the planet of communication will be in Capricorn until December 21st. Communication will be somber but practical as we focus on business, career, and other pressing responsibilities. If in the last weeks you've gotten all excited about the future and came up with new ideas, now that the Mercury has entered Capricorn, it's time for action. Capricorn is the most strategic sign of the zodiac, so during this transit, our mind will automatically become more goal-oriented. Now it's time to connect the dots and take practical steps toward reaching your goals. Yes, yes, yes. So that's a good combination of Mercury in Capricorn. Now, the very next day on Saturday, last Saturday the 2nd, we had Mercury in Capricorn sextiling a flow energy, Saturn in Pisces. This was a great day to make plans for the future as you're thinking about the long-term goals you wish to achieve. Allow yourself to dream a little bigger. And an overall theme I'm seeing for this part of December is really about this preparation for 2024. And these aspects are definitely pointing to that and supporting that. And then the following day, yeah, there's going to be like 7 aspects in a row. Every day, one aspect, maybe 2. No, one aspect each day. So on last Sunday, we had Venus in Libra squaring Pluto in Capricorn. As it says here, secrets come out into the open during this challenging connection, bringing up feelings of betrayal, jealousy, and powerlessness. At the root of such behaviors would be a deeply buried fear or insecurity about not feeling loved or valued. An unhealthy relationship may break down, which may be very painful or traumatic. And this energy is continuing where we're having to face truths or hidden things so that what? Yeah, so that we can take care of ourselves, we can protect ourselves. But yeah, it is painful. Betrayal is nothing anyone would want to have to go through on any level. But just remember, if you get betrayed, it's because you have something that the other person believes they don't. Yeah, yeah. And that's usually a connection to your soul. So remember that. Yeah. Now, last Monday, on the 4th, we had Venus entering Scorpio. As it says here, the days are getting darker, the nights are getting longer, and our relationships are becoming more intimate when Venus enters mysterious Scorpio. Over the next 3.5 weeks, this is a great transit for relationships of any kind. We will find it easier to relate to others, to put ourselves in their shoes, to accept and love other people for who they are. So again, a very loving aspect. It can be interpreted in all kinds of ways, but basically, it is a support to how we are relating to others, which also includes how we're relating to ourselves. And this happens every year. Venus is always going to go into Scorpio. But I wanted to give you some more information from some quotes I found from some astrologers alike. This one is Lisa Stardust, and she says, Venus's stint in Scorpio lasts from December 4 to the 29th. At this time, relationships will go through a significant transformation. Love takes center stage, but Venus in Scorpio is also about commitment. And the way in which we choose to commit even can evolve during this period. Venus's transit in Scorpio allows relationships to stand the test of time. Wow, that's really, really cool. And then from Astro Butterfly, she said, Venus enters Scorpio and things get more intense out of a sudden. Venus starts off her journey in Scorpio with a trine to Saturn in Pisces and a sextile to Mercury in Capricorn. Later this month, things spice up a bit when Venus opposes Uranus, and it all culminates well with a sextile to Pluto, Scorpio's ruler. Venus in Scorpio will bring a mix of depth, stability, unexpected twists, and transformative energies, encouraging us to explore the complexities of our relationships and values. Yeah. So again, it's an energy that brings us a little work that we need to do. But it's all good stuff. Yeah. Then on Tuesday, this past Tuesday, the 5th, we had Venus in Scorpio trining Saturn and Pisces. Beautiful flow energy. Don't let pride stand in the way of your happiness, as this aspect allows us to open the doors of our hearts and find love and understanding with the people we care about. Yeah, it sounds like a good time for a lot of forgiveness work. And there's always a good time for forgiveness work. But again, we have this beautiful aspect supporting us in that. It's really cool. And then on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, we had the Neptune going direct. But I wanted to first remind you about the Neptune retrograde in Pisces that started on June the 30th. So it's been like 7 months almost that Neptune has been retrograde in Pisces. And as it says here, whenever Neptune's energy is strong, it casts a veil, which can sometimes create fogginess and confusion. Neptune does this as it wants us to look beyond our external world and move into our internal world for guidance. When the outside world is foggy, Neptune reminds us that the only place to look is within. As Neptune is retrograde in its ruling sign of Pisces, we are getting to experience the deepest and fullest expression of Neptune's energy. On a personal level, we may notice Neptunian issues we were dealing with in December 2022. I can attest to that. Come back around in some way. Yes. We may also experience creative blocks, rethinking our spiritual journey, lessons around unconditional love, reality check, and secrets revealed. Neptune retrograde can sometimes be like taking off rose-colored glasses, oh yeah, and seeing the reality of what is around you. It can bring awakenings and reveal the truth. But even though this can be challenging, trust you are ready to face it. Yeah. And I attest to this. This definitely was me being Pisces, how this energy worked on me. But you don't have to be Pisces to get this wonderful revealing energy that Neptune was bringing. And again, the support to like trust our intuition, to go in and claim it. So now we have Neptune going direct, still in Pisces. When Neptune changes direction, there is a shift. Something can get unstuck or change its focus, offering an opportunity for greater clarity, understanding, or spiritual growth in important areas of your life. Now that Neptune goes direct, the fog will finally lift and we will be able to see the world more clearly. Things will finally start to make sense again. It's a good time to use our compassion and idealism to help the world through kindness. Yeah. So a powerful movement, a powerful shift forward with Neptune going direct. And, just think about it, of how that energy now can support you now that things have been revealed. Hopefully you're more in tune with your internal understanding of who you are versus what the world out there is telling you, and that you're ready to have the courage to live that truth. Yeah. It's a really, really beautiful energy. Love it. Now, On Thursday, yesterday, December 7th, which was also the day that will live in infamy. It was the, attack by Japan on Pearl Harbor and how the United States got into World War II. It's really very significant day and should never be forgotten. And on this day, we had a trine. We had flow energy of Mercury and Capricorn trining Jupiter, which is still retrograde at this time in Taurus. Jupiter retrograde in Taurus provides a chance to discover value in unexpected places. This innovative aspect can help you solve any lingering problem that's plaguing your holiday season. It's a good day for brainstorming and thinking with both your head and your gut to find the right solution. What a wonderful message, because I definitely have something I could use the Mercury and the Jupiter help with, as I'm sure we all do. And then we get a break for today after those boom, 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 7 aspects in a row. But tomorrow on the 9th, we get one of the second tight energies within this time period. And this is Venus and Scorpio opposing Jupiter retrograde in Taurus. This aspect can support the setting of and holding on to boundaries during this holiday season, where caution is often thrown to the wind. Don't go overboard with holiday spending. And this is such a great message for what it is that we are needing to do and what we're needing to have. Because it's so easy to get caught up in thinking that you've got to empty out your savings because it's Christmas. And I love what it goes on to say here. Buying a lot of expensive gifts won't bring the happiness you seek. You need to find that within. You can't buy love. So just think about that for a moment. Just think about that. Yeah, really, really important message. So we'll see. We'll see. But hold on to those boundaries. Now, again, we get a skip on Sunday, which I'm grateful for because I have to do my live broadcast then too. So I made sure, I was hoping to make sure I could do them on a day that there weren't any aspects happening because this stuff is so powerful. So this Monday, the next aspect is Mercury in Capricorn sextiling Venus in Scorpio. As it says, there can be less stress and more harmony in your relationships with a greater ability to express love and affection. Yay! For those of you wanting to make a good impression in a new situation, this is a great day to put on a winning smile and a killer outfit, as you'll be able to win people over with how you talk and what you're wearing. Yeah. And definitely this ability to show up in that way is definitely coming from within. So remember that. It's not so much about what's going on externally, it's about what's happening internally that has us show up in a winning way. So much blessings to those of you who are in a situation where you need to make a good impression, a new impression for an opportunity that you're going after. Absolutely. And now, drum roll, we get to the feature of this time period, which is the new moon in Sagittarius. Yes. And it's bringing this energy to help us prepare for the new year. As you know, a new moon is always about a new beginning, a new start. It's the time of the month whenever it shows up where we get to say, okay, what is it that I would like to see happen now before the full moon comes in? What do I want the full moon to bring into fruition for me? So it's a way to really help us stay fresh as we're moving through the year. And this newness, this new beginning energy of this new moon is definitely going to help us in preparing for 2024. So the message is celebrate the last new moon of 2023 by breaking out of your comfort zone during the new moon in Sagittarius. This is a great time to go on adventures, make discoveries, take a leap of faith, and even enroll in new learning opportunities. It's a time to focus on personal growth without letting past experiences hold you back. Yeah, how wonderful. Now, what's happening during this moon, what the aspects are around it is a square with Neptune, which is in Pisces, a conjunction with Mars, which is right now in Sagittarius, and then a quincunx with the new moon, a quincunx, I'm sorry, with Uranus, which is in Taurus. And a quincunx is an aspect that is a tight energy. Yeah, it's like the two heavenly bodies really are like, we don't want to be together. And so out of all that, the conjunction to Mars is encouraging us to pursue our goals with Sagittarius's proverbial optimism and enthusiasm. However, the square to Neptune is asking us to be mindful of unrealistic expectations, and the quincunx to Uranus adds an element of unpredictability. At the new moon in Sagittarius, it's crucial you keep your options open and don't try to force something into existence. Yes, that is such an important message, because right now, with everything that's shifting and everything that's changing, there is no way that we alone can figure anything out. We really, really need to honor that the universe knows best and God knows best. So that's what that message is reminding us of with this beautiful new moon, where we get to take on learning something new. Now, also, another interesting aspect I came upon is that Chiron, the wounded healer asteroid, is trining the new moon. And here's someone's interpretation of that. And of course, I'll have references for all of this in the description box below the video. But this person who writes for Cosmopolitan magazine says, as Chiron, the wounded healer asteroid, forms a trine with the new moon in Sagittarius, your vulnerabilities may come into sharp focus. Embracing your past wounds can be an incredibly uncomfortable experience, tempting you to disassociate with the past. But remember, you're an integrated whole, and cutting yourself into pieces isn't a solution. Instead of shying away from your soft spots, lean into them. And people who work with me know I'm always talking about how we have to sit in that pain and allow it to come up and out. That's what it wants to do. So it says this new moon offers a potent opportunity for creative exploration and self-discovery. Yeah. So just know that when you're feeling that kind of energy, you're not doing anything wrong. This is just this beautiful new moon and the aspects around it trying to help you to do what? Yeah, heal, so that you're not carrying any stuck energy with you into 2024. Absolutely. Now, last but not least, on this time period of the 12th through the 13th, we have our final Mercury retrograde, which is in the sign of Capricorn. And as it says here, when Mercury is retrograde in Capricorn, it can affect our ambitions, work, life, and desires. Clashes with bosses, superiors, or authority can occur at this time as we are fighting against structure and the status quo. It's a time of redefining what we want to attain and achieve in our lives. Things that we once held dear will lose their importance as we are trying to embrace a more spiritual core instead of materialism. During this retrograde, the only thing to really watch out for is that we must not be too hard on ourselves. If anything, it's time to lighten up. And this retrograde will occur from the 12th, 13th until January 2nd and 3rd of 2024. So we're going to be ending up this nature year of this radical shifting, transformational, auspicious year in a Mercury retrograde. That's pretty powerful. And so, retrograde to energy is about get still and go in, hold up on things that you thought you were supposed to get done, because now is not the time. It's like a time to really contemplate, review, reset, rethink. It is a time period for that. So even though we might have plans and we may be laying down some plans, or thinking some things through, don't feel like you've got to get it into action right now. Wait until after January 2nd, when there will be much more flow energy for you. And again, there are some things that maybe you do have to do, but just know that, if you can hold up, you'll feel so much better, so much better. And here's my final message about the retrograde coming from Astro Butterfly. She says, this particular Mercury retrograde will be squaring Neptune, adding an element of confusion and potential miscommunication to the mix. It's a time to be extra cautious with our communications, double check details, and be mindful of the potential for misunderstandings. However, this alignment also comes with opportunities to refine our goals and dreams. Maybe we've been dreaming too big. Maybe we've been dreaming too small. Maybe we've been misdirecting our energy to false goals and dreams. Time to reassess, realign, and focus on the aspirations that truly resonate with our authentic selves. Woo-hoo! So important. Like so important. I can't tell you how important that message is. Yeah. So there we have it. There's your astrological wisdom for the first 13 days of December. Hopefully it will be of great use to you, help to you. And I will come back with the next set of dates for you. There will be 3 of videos in December because there's just so much. It's so much. I'd be on here for 3 hours. And in closing, I want to share with you that I am today grieving and remembering my dear Miss Sara. Miss Sara was born in 1924 and she died on December 8th of 2020. So that's been 3 years now. And I was very blessed to spend the last 3 years of her life living with her, being what I call a care friend, because this woman was driving her Prius about 3 weeks before she died. She loved life and lived it to the fullest. In fact, Miss Sara really helped me reclaim living my life and coming alive. I actually was able to finish writing my book, being in her presence with her encouragement and her support and love. And so I just wanted to share my dear Sara and honoring her as my ancestor and remembering her on this day. Yes, love you, Sara. So, dears, be well, be safe. I will be doing a live stream this Sunday of Wisdom Walk Talk. I'm going to be doing a review of the 5 collective commitments that I've been talking about all year in preparation for the new commitments that we'll have in 2024. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching and commenting. Thank you for sharing. And please know that it's going to get much better and in ways that you couldn't imagine. Thank you so much again. Bye-bye now.